What is good, YouTube? Today is January 7th. Okay, well, I did as soon as I start recording the trade reverses, but it's January 7th, 1:23 p.m. We had a battle today with market is what I'm gonna say. Second day trading in the new year. A lot of stuff to talk about. What's it called? It's open in OBS. Super hectic day is what I should say. Let's go ahead and break it down. We have a lot of draws that have been left unmitigated, mitigated, all of that. But we're gonna break it down, get into it. So, let's start from overnight. We're just gonna go over we have our Asia high. Asia low got taken out before market open. We have our London high that got taken out at market open. So I'm gonna go ahead and delete this. We have our London low that never got taken out. We have our New York AM session, and we are currently in the PM session. And now coming into this morning, I did not have any bias to where market is going. I'm just a spectator looking for the best bid to execute. Now, saying all of that, let me open this though, just so we know what's going on. Saying all of that, we did let market show its hand. We have all of this right here. I'm going to explain it really quickly. This is our Asia high that we have. We start from the 15-minute. I'm trying to watch this trade and give a trade recap at the same time and manage all my accounts. We have our first presented 15-minute bullish gap that we have from our 845 candle, and seeing that, let me move that down. So we have our first presented 15-minute gap, and as we've seen from Tuesday and Monday, we've been in these ranges where we are not really showing any strength to the downside. We'll make a move, and then we'll, off of that first move, like we can see here from Tuesday, we will that's how the rest of the day will play out. And so coming into market, I'm keeping that in mind because I am trying to be a adaptive trader, and not be a stationary or a mechanical trader where every day I'm doing the same thing. You got to adjust to what market is showing you. And so seeing that first 15-minute presented, let me actually get rid of these lines. Okay, seeing that first 15-minute presented gap, my thought process is, okay, I'm gonna wait for this 15-minute to get rebalanced and get tagged into, and then from there I'm going to should I pull these? No. And then from there I'm going to take a fair value gap play, look for an inversion, and take longs to our closest draw or our next draw on liquidity. And so as we can see here, okay, let me delete this. We have our first 15-minute presented. We just took out London, so I'm going to delete that as well just to make the chart look a little neater. We see these multiple wicks into our first presented 15-minute gap. We tag into our 15-minute gap, as we can see right here, and it's just a textbook fair value gap play where we tag into our 15-minute gap and we look for the first inversion, which was right here, and then from there we are looking for longs off the inversion. And now a big thing is making sure that your SL is below the lowest swing low or swing high, whichever direction you're taking, whether it's shorts or longs. But we see here that we inverse this woman in bearish gap, and we don't really show any strength to the upside, and we immediately start to fail and fall beneath this 1 minute gap, and that's because ES was making NQ lag behind, and then once the trade did end up recovering and we were 40 points in profit, we see this manipulation candle just stop, I believe, everybody out that was trading NQ today. I was so upset because it was a great trade. It was super random, and I got stopped out pretty much break even. I was scaling my position off. I got in here. I had closed out, and then I had got in again off this 1 minute inverse that we have right here. And then I went break even at this swing high, and then I was stopped out on this manipulation wick that we have right here. But I did end up getting back in. I'm gonna go ahead and delete this. I did end up getting back in. I didn't want to get in right away off this manipulation wick because I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know if this was a news candle or if something actually happened. So I was just waiting. But after we see that we swept this swing low right here, it actually would have been a perfect play to get back in for longs. Due to what market is showing us, we quickly end up recovering. This was a first re-entry bid if you wanted to get back in after we end up flipping this 1 minute gap that we created off this insane candle. You could have gotten in off of this inverse, and then you're just running a stop like this for 50 points to New York AM high and this old London high that we had at 940. Once this manipulation wick happened and I got stopped out, I went on a run, so I didn't really trade from 940 to 1020, but I did come back from my run, and from there I was like, okay, let me try and look for one more play. And I took this second bid after we inversed this 5 minute bearish gap, and from there I took it to our draws that never got tagged, which we see right here at our New York AM high and our London high. And I went break even at this swing high, and it's pretty much textbook. So I'm currently in this trade right now, as we can see on the right hand side, which I'm gonna briefly explain. Nope, I got stopped out. I wonder why. I'm so confused. Well, no. I didn't even touch nothing. That's super random. Like, I genuinely didn't touch nothing and I got stopped out. Not that I'm upset or nothing, but like, do I get back in? Low key. Okay, I got back in. That was super random. Maybe I shouldn't have. Maybe that was a sign. I don't know why Trader just did that. I'm actually just gonna close out. Okay, that was super random. I guess I got saved. I don't know what that was. But anyways, okay, I guess I did get saved. Okay. What the freak, bro? Okay, anyways. Okay, let me lock in. So as you can see, we do have this off of this bullish candle that we had ended up creating that took us to our New York AM draw and our London draw. We ended up creating a 5 minute bullish gap that we just ended up inversing. Let me check. No SMTs with ES, but we did end up just inversing this 5 minute bullish gap after it failed to hold price. And so off of that, I did front run it a little bit, but as we can see, I just took that trade. I was in it before price ended up reacting off of this old 5-minute bullish gap that we have right here. I guess if we were to flip one of these gaps, you could probably be looking for longs to the upside once again. If we flip this 1-minute gap after seeing that this 5-minute gap was held 1, 2, 3 different times, we could probably be looking for longs. Probably to this swing high or this external high that we have right here. It actually wouldn't be a bad trade, to be honest. Not that I'm gonna take it or nothing, but that was the play I was in just now to show P&L. I did end up losing. I did end up losing 5 of my Tradeify accounts. I barely got to trade them, but I did end up losing off of. I had little to no drawdown left on those accounts. So when I originally took this first bid right here, and we were in drawdown for a little bit, I did get liquidated on my Tradeify accounts. But this was my second bid, and for today I did end up making 14,000 on my Apex accounts and a band on my 3 Funded Next accounts. So that is my day today. I will be back tomorrow, hopefully with a cleaner market, cleaner trade. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna try and get better at these recaps. Talking more fluently, just being more confident with what I'm saying, I guess. But yeah, that's my trade for today. Love y'all. Hope y'all caught a dub. Yeah.